In my last video, I touched on some of the problems and challenges that I had run into with this car when I first did the 2GR swap and the solutions to those problems. Today I'm taking one of those issues one step further and installing a solution from ATS Racing, and that is a little pigtail wire that plugs into the throttle pedal, and it's supposed to allow it to modulate better and not be so touchy. So that's what I'm doing now, and curious to see how this solution plays out. And here's what I'm working with. Just a little wire, little pigtail wire, I guess with some resistors or capacitors, something in there that changes the way the signal transfers to the throttle body. And I'm gonna use these gloves that I got for Christmas that have little lights on them, so that should be good and effective down in the cave. Oh, it's always so tight under here. While it is possible to reach under there and depress the little clip and push it up and pull it out, in the cold it's really hard. So I opted to take the plastic off, the metal off, and the vent off. So a lot easier that way.
This piece is really rigid, so it doesn't really accommodate itself very easily. I'm gonna grab a zip tie for right there, but apparently it has to be rigid because of the capacitors or resistors. I don't know what they are that are in here, but to give them structure. So I'm gonna zip tie that. That was easy.
I don't know if it's necessary or not to disconnect the battery for this job, but yeah, maybe the ECU has to be reset so that it understands what's happening. I don't know, but either way, the battery's back on, and we're gonna see what this throttle corrector is all about. And hopefully after it dries out a little bit, we can take it for a drive and hopefully discern a difference, discern an improvement. Curious to see what we find out. I've been driving the car for a few miles now, and right off the bat, it is absolutely evident right off the bat, the throttle corrector wire is evidently an improvement. At least the problem it sets out to correct is discernible. Even from the first time I pushed the throttle, I could tell that it wasn't as touchy. So, it definitely works. I'm still trying to figure out if I like it. You really have to push the throttle well into the throw to get the fuel delivery that I'm used to. So, need to spend a little bit more time here. We're gonna get on some curvy roads and see how it goes here.
To be honest, I'm not sure how I feel about the corrector cable. It definitely works. It makes the gas pedal modulate more. It's not as touchy, which I guess means it's a little safer. You don't get caught giving it too much gas too soon. But I definitely found it harder to heel toe, which I'm not good at. Every time I do it, I feel like I'm just practicing, but I did have to move my foot up further up onto the pedal to engage it sooner so I could actually get a blip on it. So it was a little harder to do that, maybe a little bit more fatiguing on a longer drive because you have to have your foot pushed in further into the pedal to get the same gas response, the same fuel delivery. So while it definitely works, definitely a thumbs up, I may have to take it off and go back and just compare because I might like it more touchy. I'm surprised at how I feel about it, but ultimately I think I just need to give it more time. So it's a win for sure. It's an improvement for sure. And we'll give it more time to see how it feels long term. But throttle corrector installed and throttle corrector works. Absolutely.